Artfight has come and gone, and by the time that this very late Artfight video comes out, Team Comedy would have or has claimed victory. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who won, because at the end of all of it, we got adorable, amazing art of our OCs. And I think that's all that matters. So before I drag this intro any longer than I do, let's look at everything I did for Artfight in 2026! Starting with the first official attack of this year, it's actually a revenge attack for Pip's art. They were actually the first person to attack me this year, and they drew my OC Alco. And if you know anything about Alco, which you don't, but you've seen him at the very least, you probably know that he might be one of my favorite OCs, given that he's one of the only OCs that has shown up the most on this channel. So, of course, I had to do a revenge for them. I ended up choosing their OC Micah and included a little cameo of their other OC Remy. I was really drawn to Micah's color palette, like the blues and the reds. They just go so well together, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful design. And he just so happens to be a vampire. I promise that did not influence my decision-making choices at all. So I did a simple half-body drawing of Micah thinking about his hubby, because these two are actually married. Isn't that sweet? Oh. This is my first official revenge / attack / anything ever on Artfight this year. Here it is. Okay, so this one is the actual first official attack, no revenge, of this year. I'm just gonna let you know really quick that a lot of what I did for Artfight this year was a lot of revenges. I don't know what happened, but I just felt like I needed to give back to everybody that did art of my OCs, so this year was a very vengeful year. I drew Disco Wizard 6ix9ine's OCs Hiroshi and Anastasia as little chibis. You may or may not recognize these OCs, I don't know. If you do, leave a comment. I'm gonna be real with you guys, this is actually 1 out of 3 attacks that I did for this specific artist. I'm sorry, I went crazy, and I had like an abundance of inspiration after looking at their characters, and I had to chase the feeling. I just had to chase the feeling of inspiration. I'm sorry. And I'm glad that I did, because I ended up making a lot of pieces that I was really proud of this year. So anyways, look at these cuties. They're so cute and tiny and chubby, tiny little chibi baby. I think it turned out really cute. I'm really happy with all the little details, and their little tiny little hands are so cute. Alright, back to the revenges. I revenged my very good friend Magpie Media. Hi, shout out to you, love you. Okay, so they drew my OC Alco, another Alco attack, the second official Alco attack of the year. Let's go. But let me tell you, when I received this attack, I was literally screaming for 5 hours. I'm not joking. I lost my voice over this. No, I'm actually joking. But I was really happy. I was fangirling. That is for real. I'm not joking this time. Because I just love their art style so much, and it just made me so happy seeing Alco in their style, and seeing it was just like the best thing that could have ever happened to me in my life. So of course, I had to revenge them with their OCs, Lore and Alexi. I actually drew them before. I drew them again for Artfight, and I like how this turned out, because I feel like I drew them a lot better, especially Alexi. So I really like it. I think it turned out really cute. Alright, here comes yet another revenge. This one is for 31101-600. That's right. They drew a very cute attack of my 70s OCs / Esterville OCs, Albin and Kay, with their OCs. It's their 70s AU of these OCs. It's Miles and Lillian. I went and revenged Lillian. Lillian, I think, is originally from the Victorian era period, so I wanted to do something that felt like this could be like a painting, or like you're there with her watching her pick the flowers. It was really fun to render this piece. The dress and the hair are my favorite parts, especially like the Victorian styled like curls, like a doll hair. So cute. I love it. I'm obsessed with it, and I love how it came out. Maybe it's a little bit too much green, but you know what? I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. Yet another revenge, and this time it's for Raz Grimes, who, by the way, did this really adorable piece of my OC Nora and Rarick. You guys don't know anything about them or what significance they have to me, but I'm obsessed with them. I might make a video about them, who knows. If you follow me, you probably have seen Rarick before. You still don't know anything about him though, but you've seen him if you follow me. These two are literally my obsession. You don't even know. You don't even know. So, because they drew such an adorable piece of my OCs, I chose to draw their OC Himari. Her design was really pretty, and her colors just reminded me of candy, and I love that, so of course I had to draw her. I did a very simple headshot drawing of her, but despite how simple this drawing is, I still love it. I, in particular, really love the face, like the eyes, and like the lips, like the mouth. I don't know. It's just this face. She's got beauty face. Alright, next I'm revenging Menelron, who drew Rarick. Yes! That is a guaranteed I will revenge you back if you draw Rarick. I love him that much. I love him so much. Anyways, they drew this adorable, yes, I'm using the word adorable again, drawing of Rarick. He looks so cute and handsome and grumpy, and I love it. So I saw their character Arrakis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I saw him. He's a tiefling, so I had to draw Arrakis, you know. Eye for an eye, demon boy for demon boy, though he is a tiefling and Rarick is like half demon, half imp. That still counts, right? For my revenge, I drew a very simple drawing of Arrakis, and I wanted to make him look a little smug and also handsome because I thought he was handsome. Also, I love the colors that this guy has. Like, I've never drawn the yellow skin pink hair combo. It's really cool, especially for a tiefling, you know, because tieflings are like red. Here is Arrakis. Let's go! This next revenge is for Little Toe. They drew the most amazing full Yuri-ful drawing of my OCs Helena and Clovis. I honestly did not expect anyone to draw them this year since they barely have any art, and I'm sorry. That needs to change. I need to be better. Trust me, next year's Artfight, they're gonna have 1,000,000 billion pieces, and that is a guarantee. So anyways, I ended up doing another chibi attack. I did this attack for their OC Jewel Valentine. I drew her holding little pottery like pots because she is actually an owner of a pottery studio. Isn't that cute? Now on to the next revenge, which this revenge is actually for a subscriber. This subscriber is Stabbo the Gremlin. Stabboween. Stabbo, if you will. Hi, Stabbo! Ah! They're a longtime subscriber, guys. Shout out to Stabo. I love seeing you in our comments. They did a really cute attack of my OC Dallas and their OC Mordred. It meant a lot to me that they made an artwork that, you know, related both of the characters, because that meant that they read Dallas's bio and they thought of something. And I don't know, I just think that's really amazing. So I chose to draw their OC Bob. I saw this character and I had to draw her. I mean, she is like a moth galaxy, beautiful, beautiful character design. So here it is, the finished piece of Bob. I really love how the hair came out. It looks very voluminous and soft. Like, I don't know, it almost looks like real hair. I just really love the way that it came out. And it was also very satisfying to render as well. So that's why I love it even more. And I think I did a pretty good job with the sparkly texture of the dress, and doing a lot of galaxy textures in the background was really fun. I was a galaxy girl, and the galaxy girl lives on somewhere. So this was really fun. Here's Bob. This next revenge is for Change Comics. They also drew Ulco, the third Ulco piece. You know what? I should do a little count of which characters of mine got the most attacks, and then we'll see who's the winner. Who's the fan favorite? Not really. So anyways, I really like the way that they drew Ulco. I love it. I love seeing Ulco in other people's art styles, and I just really like this person's style. So I went looking through their characters and felt particularly inspired by Lyra. She has a steampunk aesthetic, which I really love. I was really into steampunk, like, I guess when I was in late elementary school, early middle school, and I never did anything related to it. So was I even really a fan? I don't know. But I ended up doing this really neat little, like, almost like photo shoot looking drawing of Lyra, and I loved getting to draw her. Like, I loved drawing her hair, I loved drawing her boots. That was probably the best pair of boots I've ever drawn, and it was really fun. So yeah, here's Lyra. Alright guys, do you remember that chibi attack that I did for Disco Wizard 69? Well, this is the second attack. This time I drew their characters Vicky, Ryan, and Hiroshi. I was really inspired by the glam rock aesthetic of these OCs. First of all, I had to draw them, and second of all, it made me want to push myself a bit with the art that I make of these characters. So I played around a little bit with perspective, and I drew instruments because these characters are in a band, and I don't think I have a lot of experience drawing instruments. I don't think I've ever drawn instruments in my life, so this is kind of a first time for me, but I think I did pretty good. I love the rendering and the colors and just everything. I love everything about this. It was really fun, and I'm really, really proud of this piece. Like, it's probably like my #1 favorite thing I've ever done this year for Artfight, period. Okay, this is the third attack for this artist. I'd swear this is the last one. I just, you know, after drawing that last piece, something happened while I was finishing up the drawing, and I was having to, you know, working on this piece for hours, staring at this Ryan guy. Something happened. And then I saw that Ryan had another design where he had his hair down, and Lord, I had to draw him. So I did it again. But I was still pretty attached to his, you know, band look because, you know, I had drawn it in the previous drawing and I loved that drawing so much. So what better way to show two designs than by doing an animation? So this is my first animation attack. It's a very simple animation. It's just blinking and like a sudden change in the character's look. But I think it still came out really cute. And I'm hoping to do more animation attacks in the future. And this attack gave me that inspiration and motivation to want to do that in the future. So who knows? I may be debuting animation attacks next year. I also kind of want to do animation memes attacks because I've been seeing people do that. And I feel like that'd be really fun to do. So here's Ryan again. Alrighty guys, so you might know who this artist is. I don't know, she's kind of niche. Okay, I'm kidding. This is Love to Draw Manga's attack. I wanted to attack her since this was her first time doing Artfight, and I've always wanted to draw her OCs for this first attack, because I did another one, you'll see. This first attack, I drew Pariah. She's just super cute. I just love the world in Pariah's story so far, and I'm really excited to see what Rebecca does with it, because I'm really excited to see her do basically like another genre, and it being fantasy, and I love fantasy. So I drew a little simple headshot drawing of Pariah, looking very cute. I think her eyes may be a little bit too big, but I mean, she is a kawaii girl, and a kawaii girl needs big eyes. I think it works out. This is how it turned out. Let me know what you think. Did I do Pariah justice? I don't know. But she's super cute, and I'm super happy that I was able to draw her. Yeah. This next attack is for Love to Draw Manga again, and this time I drew Raylan. I always loved Raylan's concept, and recently I found myself loving her even more when she revisited her. I love the new aesthetic that Rebecca gave her, like her outfit, and I also really love that she made Raylan's hair more detailed, more curly, and I really appreciate that as a curly girl myself. I just had to draw her. I drew her with another outfit that I thought would suit her. I put her in like a pose that's kind of like she's trying to seem like a wolf, and it's added even more with a little speech bubble that I added that says "awoo." I'm not gonna do the wolf sound. I'm just not gonna do that. I think it turned out really cute, and I really love how this turned out. This is probably like my top 3 favorite pieces that I've done for Artfight this year. So anyways, this is Raylan. Let me know what you guys think. At this point, we are nearing the end of Artfight, and I still had a lot of revenging to do. So these next to last few attacks that I'll be showing, I worked on and I did them a little bit faster, so they're not going to be as rendered and clean looking as some of the pieces that you saw earlier. I do feel a little bit bad about that, but I still tried my best to make the characters look as best as they could, because it's still an art gifting event at the end of the day. So I guess it doesn't really matter if the pieces are not equal, I guess, but I still feel bad about that. Okay, so this revenge is for Willow. They drew my OC Adrian. They were the only person that drew Adrian, which is okay because she's a new character that I added this year, but it was still something that made me really, really happy because she's just so adorable. She's just my favorite. And it's crazy how far she's come. Like, she used to be a purple wolf, and now she's a normal girl working at the front desk, you know? So I revenged them back with the drawing of their OC Barrick. He's actually a Hunger Games OC, which I think is really cool. I had this whole plan of like watching the Hunger Games movies because, guys, I'm gonna be so honest with you, I have not watched a single Hunger Games movie. I probably only caught a glimpse of the first one when it came out, and I wasn't even paying attention all that much, but I was wanting to watch the movies to better understand the character and then maybe make a whole Hunger Games piece, but we didn't have time for that, so I opted for this really simple drawing of Barrick. So yeah, I still like it. I think it's really cute. The simple little expression. This is Barrick. This second to last revenge of the year is for Kyoxa or Ki. Kai? Ki? I'm gonna say Ki. I drew their Obey Me MC. Obey Me mention! Let's go! Their Obey Me MC with their headcanon version of Lucifer. Obey Me mention. Obey Me mention. This is not a drill. We have an Obey Me mention, guys. I love Obey Me. Did you know that? I love Obey Me. So I revenged them because they drew my OC Nora, who's also my Obey Me MC, Obey Me mention, and they drew Nora with Beelzebub. Hey, let's go! It's so cute. Look at it. It's so cute. So yeah, I did a simple little sketch, which again, I feel a little bit bad about because, you know, but it still looks good. So hopefully all is good. Everything is forgiven. All is good. I drew a simple little drawing of Ki like tugging on Lucifer's tie. Very, very cute. And finally, here comes the last attack of the year. This is another revenge attack, and it's for Purple Star, who is a subscriber. I drew their character, I'll call him Royce. So I drew a simple little bust of Royce because I worked on this literally the morning that Artfight was ending. So I literally had like an hour or two left. So I did not have time to plan out a whole big cute illustration. But I hope that this was cute enough given the time that I had. And they were the last one that I revenged, so that is everything that I did in Artfight 2026. I had a lot of fun this year. I personally think that this year was a success. I wanted to do 20 attacks this year and I only ended up doing 16, which, you know what? That's okay because last year I did 13, but that kind of still sounds a little bit bad. I only did 3 more attacks than I did last year. I hope that next year I can be a little bit better about doing attacks because I personally would love to do an attack a day because that would just be ideal for me because I had so many people to revenge. I'm still catching up with revenges, so if you are watching this and you know that you attacked me and I didn't attack you back, just know that I'm working on an attack and I'm probably gonna message some people. The video's not over yet because I want to do a little showcase of everything that I received this year and I'll be rambling a little bit, so you can click off now if you want to, but I would personally love it if you stayed, if you listened to me ramble a bit. So really happy about all the attacks that I got this year. They're all so cute, and I actually let me actually like put some special mentions about specific attacks that I got that really made me jump. Not like a jump scare, like I didn't get scared, I jumped out of joy. There was this attack by my friend Crowning. They drew Nora and Raric together and it's just so cute. Get yourself together, girl. They were so cute. Okay, just look at it. It's so cute. You can understand the Raric appeal for this one. And there's this other attack that I got from Rose Colored Nerd 14. They made an animatic? They made an animatic, guys. They made an animatic. I'll put the link to it in the description so that you can watch it. Although, a little warning, if you don't like anything involving angsty stuff or sad stuff, if you don't like character losing their life implications, then don't watch it. But still watch it, check it out, because this person put their time and effort to make an animatic for me. Oh right, and I was watching it, I showed it to Kiara, and Kiara was crying. It made Kiara cry, and let me tell you guys, Kiara never cries. Also, on the topic of Kiara, you may notice that she's not here because this is my video. Okay, this is my channel now. This is the Karina takeover, so everything will be changing accordingly. Profile picture, banner, name. It's just the Karina channel now. No. So... Also, another attack that I want to highlight is this attack from Shizu Arts, another subscriber. They drew my OC Danny and Stellan, their Obey Me OCs, and they actually posted this attack on our birthday, and it just made me so happy, like coming home and seeing this attack. So shout out Shizu Arts. Check their art out, it's so good. And another highlight, another highlight I'm gonna be highlighting is this attack another Danny attack by Laris Artworks. Oh my gosh. This person's art style. I am in love with this art style. Like, I don't know, it reminds me of like 90s animation, and I love that it's traditional art, and I love that it's traditional art of my OC. It's just amazing. I love it so much. It's absolute cinema, or artistry, I guess, because it's not a moving picture. I think this will be the last attack that I highlight, but this attack is of Rarik by Terabachi. It's just a little sketch of Rarik, but I love it all the same. Sketch, drawing on a napkin, latte art, whatever. I will love it all the same if it's of Rarik. They are actually working on a game, and it's kind of like a anomaly, like supermarket type game. I just thought I would promote it so that more people know about it. Maybe some of you have heard of it if you are on TikTok and you just saw it, because they were sharing this idea to people, and it was originally supposed to be like an Artfight attack, but it's gotten so big that it's gonna be a separate project apart from Artfight. So I thought I would promote it and spread the word about it because it's really cool. Please support this person. I will link the itch.io or itch.io link in the description to check out. This is a lot of attacks. Thank you to everyone who attacked me. I had such an amazing art fight this year, and I hope all of you had an amazing art fight. I'm hoping next year that I won't procrastinate, and that I make my reference sheets, and that I make my profile cute on time. That I make all of it before Artfight even starts. Also, I already voted for the theme for next year. I'm hoping that radio versus video wins, because that would be kind of cool to make profiles and themes based off of that. Castles versus cottages would be cool too, although last year when it came time to voting for themes, or maybe it was the year before, but unicorns versus dragons was a theme concept, and I need that. I need that to come back. Please, please. I want to be a dragon. I want to be a dragon or a unicorn. Like, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. I don't know if anybody that works at Artfight is watching this video. Please put unicorn versus dragons. Make it the 2030 theme, please. So yeah, that is all that I have for you today in this video. Let me know if you liked this. Let me know if you're interested in the solo videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video with Kiara. Bye!